Welcome in this video about Bonita 7.10 latest feature. In this video, we'll cover the Docker image available now for Bonita Enterprise Edition. As you know, when you want to make your Bonita application available to the end user, you need to set up a Bonita server. In order to set up this Bonita server, you have two options. One is to use the Bonita Tomcat bundle. The second one is to use a Docker image. In previous edition of Bonita, the Docker image was only available for Community Edition. It's actually available from Docker public container registry. Since 7.10, we now have the Enterprise Edition image of Bonita available from a private container registry hosted at Quay.io. And in this video, I will show you how we can easily set up a Bonita server with Enterprise Edition using the Docker image. So let's jump right away to the demonstration. First step here is, as we're using a private container registry, we need to log in. So we need to log in on Quay.io server, and we'll need to have some credential available from Bonita customer portal. I already did this operation of login, so I will move to the next step. The next step is actually to download the image from Quay.io server. I already did this step, so you can see here all the files are already available locally, so I can move on to the next step. The next step actually is to get a license key to be able to generate a license file from Bonita customer portal. To do so, we'll actually run the container using the image we just downloaded, and we'll call a script here. It's generate request key script, and it will ask a few questions, and then we'll get the request key. So here I choose the type of license I need, and actually I get right away the license key here that I will be able to use on Bonita customer portal to get a license file. Next, I need to, of course, download this license file, and now I'm ready to start actually my server using the Docker image. You can see here on the command line, I'm specifying the name of my container, the host name of the virtual machine. We'll mount a volume here on this local folder on my computer, and this folder inside the container, this is where Bonita will look for the license file. And I'm specifying the port mapping, so by default it will listen on port 8080, and the Docker image to use, so the one that I just downloaded previously. And here my server is starting. You can see that by using the Docker command Docker logs and specifying the container name. And you can see here is currently initializing the database. You can see in the logs it's using the H2 database. H2 is here mostly for testing purposes. It's not a database we recommend for production, but it's allow you to set up, for example, a test server quite easily. And you can see that now my server is up and running. So I can move to my web browser, load the URL, so here it's locally on port 8080, and I will be able to log in with user install, and now I'm connected on my Bonita platform. So you can see here I'm using a technical user, but I will be able to create more users, and the platform is fully functional. As I said, here I'm using H2 database. Now I will do a quick demonstration about how you can set up a configuration to use Postgres instead of H2 default database. So first I'm stopping the current container, and to have a database, a PostgreSQL database up and running quickly, I will use actually also the Docker image of Postgres, so an official Docker image from PostgreSQL. You can see here the command line is pretty basic. The only custom setting we really provide here is the number of transactions maximum number of transactions, because Bonita engine used database transaction, we need to have this parameter. So here my database is running, and to run the Bonita container, I will use a command that is pretty much the same as I done previously, except that I will add this link option here that connects my Bonita Docker container to the PostgreSQL Docker container. And now if I start this one and check the logs, you will see that it will start using the PostgreSQL database. You can see it here, for example, in the logs. And in a few seconds, I will have a new server up and running using PostgreSQL database. Actually, it's already available. So again, I can go on the portal here, and I have a server that is responding, and I'm able to connect on the server. So that's really the easiest way to set up a Bonita server using Docker image. It's really quick, and with minimal configuration, you have a server up and running with Bonita. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos about Bonita 7.10 release.